Good morning, traders. This is your daily market breakdown on GBP USD. On the daily frame, we can finally see that we have broken market structure with a full body break. This is a very nice indication that the price is going to continue into the downside. What I am a little afraid of is this potential demand zone that we are approaching on the daily frame. And so what we may see is the price coming down even further before reacting to this price level and pushing itself back up. So if we drop down to the 4-hourly frame, again, what we can see is the price came up, it grabbed a little the liquidity that was resting just above this high, and it began to push itself down, breaking market structure. And if you had entered into a short position yesterday, you would have likely have been TP'd. What we can also see is a very strong reaction at the moment that is happening here. So we can see that the price is likely reacting to liquidity that was resting below these levels here, or these lows. There are two types of setups that I'll be looking at today. I would want to see if the price will continue up here, grab some potential liquidity that is resting above this level before then pushing itself back down into this daily demand zone. If it does enter into this daily demand zone, I'll be looking for a reaction to the market and potentially look for a long position that would likely take out whatever liquidity is resting there. That would be one of my positions today. Or if the price does not retrace back up into this level and continues into the downside, same thing that will happen. I would just be waiting for some type of price action to tell me that the price is likely going to push itself back up. So that would be my play for today. On the euro US dollar, something similar happening. Same thing, we can see that we are in a bearish market. The price is pushing itself down today, although we did not see a break of structure just yet. So the price is yet to continue down here. And once it does take liquidity resting below this level, we may see quite a big reaction. We can also see that the price yesterday fell below the 200 EMA, again signaling that we are in a bearish market. On the 4-hourly frame, similar market structure as we saw on the GU. We can see that the price came up, it grabbed liquidity. We can see a very nice clean breaker structure on the 4-hourly time frame into the downside. If you had taken that trade, you would have likely have TP'd. What we can also see is that there is potentially liquidity resting below this low, and we have not taken out this liquidity just yet. So we can see that the prices may be coming up to the week's open before then pushing itself down, and we will see quite an aggressive reaction here, and it may then push itself back up before then pushing itself back down. It's a little bit of a precarious market today. Not too sure where this may go. If we do head up onto the week, you may want to consider looking at short positions and bringing it down to where this liquidity is resting. Once the price enters into this liquidity zone, there may be quite a strong reaction, and you may then be looking for a long. If not, then the next liquidity zone that you may be looking at is potentially here. So if the price comes up and then it pushes itself down and no reaction happens here, then this is likely your next target where you want to wait for and take a look at what price action does when it enters into that zone. On the DXY, very beautiful ascending wedge happening here, which is very good for traders. That means we are likely going to see the DXY continue pushing into the upside, and this then falls very well into our GU and euro dollar shorting positions. We could see the DXY breaking this wedge, pushing itself down just a little bit to grab liquidity that is potentially resting below all of these lows. So historically, we have seen price come down, grab liquidity. I don't believe it will be this deep. I don't think the price will come down to 99, but if it does, what we would expect is a very aggressive move into the upside. So what you'd be looking for is seeing what the price does today, if it goes to any of these liquidity levels, and having a look at the price action. So if it comes down, and this would fall very well into our GU euro US dollar strategy, where the price is likely going up before it pushes itself back down. We may see the US dollar following a very similar strategy. So on the DXY, what I'll be waiting for is this price action to push into the upside. Once it pushes into the upside with a very clean breaker structure, then I will likely enter into a position. On gold, we have seen gold has been having a very rough time recently. It has been pushing itself down. We have seen it has broken market structure. It has come down. It has bounced off the EMA, the 200 EMA. It's a very good sign. And what we're likely seeing is a lot of the liquidity that was resting below this level was potentially taken out. and we can see a lot of the buyers are stepping back in. So on the 4-hourly frame, what we can also see is this beautiful breaker structure here. And so this breaker structure created a demand zone. The price then retraced back into this demand zone. It is now continuing to break structure into the upside. What we could be seeing, so I'm quite bullish on XAU at the moment, we could see the price going up to around about, 4,700 before then seeing another retracement back into whatever demand zone is now being created from this area here. Once it retraces into here, we could see the price pushing itself even higher and taking out some of these previous highs here. So I would be quite bullish on XAU today. BTC has been in a very awful consolidation stage for the last couple of days, and it doesn't seem as though the price is showing any signs of a reversal into the upside. We are certainly in a bearish trend at the moment. What we can see is that the price had come up. It clearly swept whatever stop loss orders were resting above this area, and then we can see this beautiful breaker structure into the downside. And if you had entered into that position, you would have likely have TP'd. But it certainly seems as though there is a substantial amount of support resting below these lows. And again, this is just a really awful market to be trading at the moment because it's just consolidating. There's no clear trend. The conflict in the Middle East is not making the BTC a very attractive financial instrument for investors. It's a very risk-on asset. And so a lot of traders, likely there's not going to be a lot of momentum or push into either direction into the upside. It's likely going to continue into the downside. So we continually produce these lower lows. I think a lot of traders at the moment are just relying heavily on technicals, not fundamentals. And so this is a market I want to stay away from. And that's everything for your daily morning market breakdown. Thank you for watching.